Well, let's see. Good afternoon. I just woke up from a nap. If you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that I ordered the other day this microphone, FIFINE, I don't know what it is. I ordered the white one, which I definitely didn't want, but that was because it was next day delivery. Well, I didn't get it the next day. It for the first time, I think it's the first time it's ever happened, and I get quite a few packages from. They said that they couldn't deliver it because there was no safe place to safely secure it. Whatever. I've never had that happen before. We live in an apartment complex, a gated one. I mean, still somebody could come in, but anyway, I didn't get it. And well, of course, I waited for it to, and then finally they didn't even, show it, out for the delivery the next day or anything. So just an hour or so ago, I went and deleted that, the one that's on your screen right now. But this time I could order the rose red because that's being delivered overnight or the next day. And so anyway, I may end up with two of them. I mean, but because even they said, well, if you do, receive it. When I said, a message, that you can return it. If it's as good as the reports on it, I'll probably keep both of them. But I only have one computer hooked up right now, and I've got two monitors. I'm not happy with. I moved the camera around. I'm not really happy with the view now, and I don't even remember where I had the camera. I like to move stuff around. That's not a good thing, because a lot of times I've had things just perfect, and I've even had people, viewers or whatever, say, that's great, audio's great, camera's great, don't touch it. And what do? Touch it. And so I can live with this one that's supposed to be coming soon. It should be overnight, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., and that's good. I do want to caution you, by the way, if you are using what was I using? Can't even remember now. Oh, the where did I lay that? Let me take this screw out. I've been trying to fix, I broke the, that's what I wanted to tell you. If you, I hear my ex-wife calling. Hang on a second. I'm back. Darlene, the ex-wife, wanted to know if I wanted biscuits and gravy. So she's going to make biscuits and gravy, so this will be a short video. Okay, if I can remember back. This is a great Elgato Wave 3 microphone, a great one. and you all liked it. Um, but of course, I needed to improve it. It came with a nice just stand, that just a little tiny metal stand. Here it is. This is what it came, and it worked just fine. Screwed on there, and a little kind of a bracket, went up like this, and with one, on each side here, one on each side, that held it. I decided to get a better stand for it, and I did. Let's see, how did I get to the point where, sorry about that. I think I was mounting it differently or something on a stand, and I broke the plastic piece, that went up like this and then came down. I broke it. Okay, so a new one, I couldn't believe it was, I think maybe I saw it for $29 or $39. I think that had to be on, I'm talking about just the bracket. Had to be, the minimum, I think, was, the lowest, I think, was $29 for it, and $39. I thought, that's ridiculous for a piece of plastic. And, well, I ordered all kinds of pieces of things to, adapters. This isn't all of them. There's more here, and there's some more over there. Nothing would work for it. So what I want to tell you this is a great microphone. Okay, the other thing I want to tell you about is finally on Amazon, they have, well, they say they have. I probably could show it to you now. No point in doing that. It's a stand, and it says for the wavelength, Elgato wavelength 3, and so I ordered one of those. It gave the name of it, and it showed a picture of the outline of the thing with a microphone attached to this microphone attached to it, and I ordered it, and I think it was, I forget how much it was now. Not much more than what $39 for a little plastic would be. And it came a few days ago. And it was no way. It was just a regular, stand. No way would this fit on there. There was no way to fit it on there. So I went back to Amazon, and then I saw that they had changed. I think it still said, Elgato Wave 3 or whatever. But in the thing they showed the color of the stand, and then the microphone was a different color, as if okay, that's not provided for naturally. I didn't expect to buy for $39 $139 so, but anyway, there was no way that microphone stand was made whoever in China, the corporation and the artist and everybody else, they had no idea what it was, and they just figured, well, this is a microphone stand. Okay, I got some sitting around here someplace. Well, hang on a second, don't touch the mouse. work. Here is that microphone stand, and with that type of thing on the end, there's no way that. But I was in. I had an idea. I knew it wasn't. Then I looked around everywhere, and for like $39 or whatever, you could supposedly get. Well, probably you could. The little piece of plastic. I was kind of wishing I had a friend who had one of those printers that prints out plastic or metal or whatever But anyway, I saw another Amazon ad for a different company, and I think the stand was a different color. Showed it with this mounted on there and everything. I had a feeling. I ordered it. It came, I think it came yesterday or the day before. And of course, no way, They just, I think they have cities over in China that are devoted like to one thing. Probably not an entire city just for those aquariums. That's for my wife and I, for 4 years, had a tropical fish shop. A long time ago, before any of you were born. I'm 82 years of age, and I know I am. I feel it. Anyway, I ordered the stand. I don't know where it is. A different place, but it was the same thing. No way could you mount that on there. And they didn't know what they were, Maybe they don't even read English, or maybe they just copied somebody else's. One factory might have copied the other. Maybe all the factories are together, It's central one department that makes the ads or whatever. By the way, behind the camera there, leaning against the wall, is one of those old-time stands that go on the floor and they go up as high as you want. And I don't think you can see the one over there. Maybe if I turn, I don't know what you can see from your vantage point. There it is. Oh, okay. It's sticking up right there. So I have two of those, and which have nothing to do with. Anyway, what I wanted to tell anybody that has the, Wave 3 microphone, just be extra careful about. By the way, if anybody breaks in here, I intend to beat them with this stand. Maybe I could point that at him and make him think it's a gun. Probably get myself killed immediately. What else? Anyway, beware if you're trying to buy a microphone stand for the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, which is an excellent microphone. And it comes with this, and I appreciate this, and this worked fine. So I ordered, of course, a day or two ago from FIFINE, and like I said, they have two models of that. One is rose red and the other is white. I didn't want the white, but the white was available the next day, so I ordered a white. And for the first time, the delivery guy came by and didn't leave it, and the entry was there was no secure place to leave it. So, and it was just, I had been tracking it, and there were 3 of us here. Actually, my son had just left, but I think he must have passed the guy as he was going. But I had to do a number 1, and when I have to do a number 1, I don't have any time to delay. And the delivery guy was 2 places away, and I went in, and it takes me a little bit of time to urinate. Isn't this a great subject? Don't get old. Well, I don't want to say that. Do the things, whatever it is, don't drink cola, or, exercise. Don't spend too long sitting in a chair playing computer games. I mean, just whatever it is, but do it, it's worth it. I was in excellent health all my life until I was about 62. I think that was it. And then my problems hit. And before that and then even after 62, I mean, first thing was, arthritis and things like that. And even after that, I would see a doctor or something. Well, it'd be about, I had a pacemaker for 10 years. I've had this pacemaker for about 2 or 3 years. So about, 13 years ago or something, I collapsed, and they put a pacemaker. Well, anyway, when I went to have the pacemaker put in, the nurses ask the questions, okay, how many operations have you had? None. No, I said, how many operations have you had? I haven't had an operation. You're such and such an age, and you've not had any No. Oh, I had my tonsils out. No, not your tonsils. I said, I haven't. Okay, well, times change. I've had, cancer removed, skin cancer removed off the top of my head. I need to go back again, I'm sure. Looks familiar to me, And, things like that. So, do take care of take advice from an old man. Believe me, I had excellent arteries, by the way. I worked hospital security for 30 years. Nurses that I worked with and things. You have excellent arteries, it'll be great for, doing IVs and that kind of stuff. And then when I got to the age where, I needed good veins, good arteries, and I didn't have them. Kind of proud of it. It was a nice little thing I did, and I did a lot of nice things. I was a nice person. I'm not anymore, I don't think. Now I want to beat to death an Amazon driver who doesn't leave a package at my door. I'm kidding, of course. He's not kidding. Anyway, when I was working hospital security at a small hospital, and there was an LPN nurse, an elderly one, and all the other nurses had upgraded to RN. Well, some were already RNs, but then the ones that were LPN were told, okay, if you're going to work in the emergency room or whatever, you have to upgrade. And there's several things they had to do. And one was they had to do, I don't know how many, 4 IVs, start 4 IVs. And this one nurse, a really nice older lady, well, probably my age, I don't know. I think she was older than I was, but so the nurse that she worked with a lot of times wasn't as nice to her, because the RN had to do things that the LPN couldn't do, like start an IV and a few other things. So it bothered the, and the ER nurses that were RNs. They wanted, not to be working with an LP, and that's eventually what happened. But so anyway, the nurse said to the RN said to the LPN, what was it? You do the IV and on the patient, and the nurse was the LPN was so happy she got it okay with no problems. And then the nurse, sort of sarcastically to this nurse, said, "How many more do you have to do, to get to be certified or whatever?" And the elderly nurse, said, "Well, one more. Well, you better get it, or whatever." And then I said to the RN, registered nurse, I said, "Does she have to do it on a patient, or could she just start it, get the stick or whatever on anybody?" And she said, "No, it could be anybody." And so then I told the nurse, and it was kind of a nice thing I did. The only nice thing in the world I've ever done. I'm kidding. He's not kidding. He's telling the truth. So anyway, she stuck me right away. And the LPN was so happy, But later in life, I don't have, when I went in for I have very poor I have a whole bunch of problems, medical problems. Circulation is one of them. And I'm not getting good blood flow to my feet or my legs, and so you're never going to see my feet or my legs. I don't want you to see that. Anyway, I got a little scratch on my leg from the mattress frame, and I did not take. Well, it was hard for me to see the scratch, or to get to it, reach over, When I get down or get up or whatever, my blood pressure also shoots way high. When I had the first pacemaker put in, they're going to keep you about a day, or I don't think even a day. And so I'd had my pacemaker put in, no problem at all. I've had 2 pacemakers put in at all. Easy, whatever, no problem. So then the cardiologist came in, and he said, "Okay, Jim, you're ready to go. I'll tell the nurse you can go home." So great, So I think the ex-wife might be calling me that the food's ready. I'll be back. I'll try to remember this story. You can think about where I'm going with it. Okay, I've got the biscuits and gravy, and I forgot what I was talking to you about. So I'm going to just go ahead and end this and probably make a video later on about something. Thanks very much for watching.